Hi everyone, it's Miss Dana with the Perris Library, bringing you some scary reads for Halloween. First off is our children's section. The ABCs of Halloween by Lydia Nichols is just that, different children in different costumes as you go through the entire alphabet in this board book. Pete the Cat's Happy Halloween by James Dean follows Pete the Cat as he gets ready for Halloween and meets up with all of his differently costumed friends as they get ready to head to the Halloween parade. Ghost Cat by Eve Bunting is our next book. The cat in this story is not only a ghost, but the cat of a lighthouse keeper. In this story, it details the fun misadventures this cat has until one day, their lighthouse keeper twists her ankle. Will the ghost cat be able to get the help they need and turn on the lighthouse in time to protect the ships? Read this story and find out. The Ugly Pumpkin by Dave Horowitz follows a different looking pumpkin in his journey to try and find his own space and where he belongs. From misadventures, being ignored, and even being bullied by other creatures, the ugly pumpkin eventually and hopefully will find his place. The Too Scary Story by Bethany Murguia is a too scary story for a daughter and a son as told by their father. In this story, the daughter and son are wandering about the forest in the dark and they see a big, scary shadow. Pup and Hound, Scare a Ghost by Susan Hood is our next book. Both Pup and Hound are farmyard dogs who protect the house as well as the animals on the farm. Until one spooky night, a ghost is on the property. The two dogs chase the ghost around and eventually find it in a corner. Will Pup learn what it takes to be a true guard dog? Will Hound show Pup the ropes? Read this book to find out. In a Dark, Dark Room and Other Scary Stories by Alvin Schwartz details and brings back some classic scary stories. From ghost pirates, corpses, and a story of a mysterious green ribbon around a woman's neck, this book is full of great, short, and scary stories to keep you on your toes. Haunted Histories by J.H. Everett follows all the different scary and spooky histories around the world. From mysterious castles, palaces, dungeons, and even torture chambers, this book details all the creepy parts of our history. Our next book is Creepy Libraries by Troy Taylor. Did you know that there are some famous haunted libraries in the United States? This book details a few of them, what they're haunted for, and the history behind each of these creepy locations. All Saints, All Souls, and Halloween by Catherine Chambers talks about all of the spooky holidays that surrounds October 31st and the days before and after. We're talking about tradition with the dead, the saints, All Saints Day, Halloween, Samhain, and more. There's a few different ways that our famous day is celebrated around the world. Out to Get You by Josh Allen is 13 tales of weirdness and woe. This book has multiple stories of things that go bump in the night and are ready to get you at any time. Ghost, 13 Haunting Tales to Tell is from the Illustratus collection. This is also 13 scary stories of different things and ghosts that are around. But what sets this book out is the illustrations from Disney and Pixar artists. The Puppet's Payback and Other Chilling Tales by Mary Downing Hahn takes the ordinary and turns it into the scary and spooky supernatural. Next up is our teen section. Anya's Ghost by Vera Brosgol follows Anya as she meets a ghost named Emily and works with Emily to solve how Emily mysteriously died 90 years ago. Through the Woods, Stories by Emily Carroll are 5 different stories about what it's like to go in and out of the woods and what things may lurk behind the trees. Sawkill Girls by Claire Legrand follows Marion, Zoe, and Val on the island of Sawkill Rock, where girls disappear and there's a whisper of monsters. His Hideous Heart, edited by Dahlia Adler, compiles 13 different Edgar Allan Poe stories retold by different and popular YA authors. For a modern twist on a classic, this is a great read to check out. Horrid by Katrina Leno follows Jane as she and her mother move from California to the house that her mom has grown up in, where she wonders if it's grief from her father's death, mental illness, or something more horrid that lurks behind the old building's doors. The Key to Fear by Kristen Cast is a dystopian twist on a virus that affects the whole world. In this book, Elodie, a young nurse, goes searching for a terminal patient who goes missing under her care. What will she find behind closed doors? Lastly, we move to the adults department. The Science of Fear by Daniel Gardner explores exactly that. He demonstrates how rational fear springs from how we miscalculate risks, how that ties to our hunter-gatherer days, and how we can learn to not trust our gut feelings as much as we normally do. Death Makes a Holiday by cultural critic David Scull explores not only the history of Halloween, but how it affects different people and different cultures throughout the United States. He explores the different rituals and traditions and what the holiday has to say about us. Haunted Waters by Mary Pope Osborne mixes romance and terror as Undine and Lord Hildebrand get married, yet demons and unique things lurk behind the mist, threatening to take Miss Undine away. Poe's Children, The New Horror, compiled by Peter Straub, is a book of 24 horror stories written by some of the best contemporary horror authors there are. Stephen King's latest book, If It Bleeds, contains 4 novellas. The first title is If It Bleeds, Mr. Harrigan's Phone, The Life of Chuck, and Rats. Each story explores different aspects of horror within and outside of ourselves. The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix follows Patricia as one night she is attacked by an elderly neighbor, bringing a mysterious man named James into her life. That is, until he slowly starts taking over and is maybe a vampire. For more information on these books or books like this, please visit our website. There you will find all the types of resources we offer in all our Riverside County branches near you. Thank you for watching.